Hi, everybody. It's Melinda Gallant, and I'm so glad you're with me today. I'm doing a fuzzy slipper edition of Cape Conversations. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but they're loads of fun. And today I've got great guests. So come along. Let's have another Cape Conversation. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to have with me on my fuzzy slipper edition of Cape Conversations. I have the fabulous and beautiful Sonia Schonning, and who is an actress and director and all things about town with theater, and off a fabulous review and great job in the show, Victor Victoria, Kevin Kenneally. How are you both?
Great,
Very
Melinda.
good.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, I'm so excited because we have two things to talk about. And the two things are Barnstable Comedy Club. My God, I knew they were old there, but I didn't know how old. Kevin, you're going to be the master of ceremonies of their big centennial, right?
Yes.
Tell me all about it.
Well, the Barnstable Comedy Club is, for those who know, one of the oldest living community theaters in New England, definitely in the United States, but we'll stick with New England for our purposes. Its very first production was back in 1922.
Wow.
That's when it all started. The Barnstable Women's Group, or the Barnstable Women's Company at the time, they had occupied the building. They had occupied since 1912 when the building was originally built there. And 10 years later, a group of people decided to put together a theater, and they had rented space from the women's group. They did shows in the summer, while in the winter they had lectures and concerts. And it really wasn't until 1961 when the Barnstable Comedy Club, which was the name the theater gave itself, bought the building outright from the women's group at the site of the Village Hall. And one of the things in keeping with good nature and good form was that they would continue to call the building the Village Hall, even though it's Barnstable Comedy Club. And it is a community theater. It is not a comedy house, which even to this day sometimes gets that misconception. There have been comedy acts that have performed there, but it's primarily a community theater that does 4 major productions a year, including the fall musical. And this year it celebrates 100 years
Wow.
in its existence, which is a very rare feat in today's day and age.
Well, it is for a small theater company, theater organization, that is for sure. I know that, I've always thought of the Barnstable Comedy Club being true in the real sense of community theater. I am a true community theater lover. I want to see the dentist. I want to see the postman. I want to see the guy who sells radio advertising. I want to see the IT guy. I want to see the college professor. I want to see them all up on stage doing their thing as the very best they can be, but they're not professional.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because Frank Gibson, who had reviewed many shows there and is such a huge supporter of the arts in general, he actually wrote that in one of his reviews when we were doing How to Succeed in Business, and that was back in 2005. One of his opening paragraphs in that review had said, "What do you get when you take a Lutheran minister, a loan officer, a banker, a car salesman, and put them all staged together?" So, I mean, you kind of echoed thoughts that he had in one of his reviews. It really is a community gathering of people. Everyone who's there is a volunteer. The actors, the producers, the directors, the people who sell tickets, sell concessions, just build the sets, choreograph the dances, teach us how to sing. I mean, they really are volunteers in every sense of the word.
Well, that's great. So when is this big event again, Kevin?
Absolutely. It is August 20th, which will be a Saturday, and it's from 5 to 10. You can show up whenever you want, but we strongly suggest that you get there early so that you don't miss out on anything.
And ticket prices are?
That is a good question.
Actually, there aren't ticket prices.
Oh, yeah, it is free.
Open
It
to
is
the
free.
public.
It's free to the public.
Wow.
We do ask that if people can, make donations,
Sure.
because like every community theater or like any community nonprofit project, they need all the help they can get to sustain it for hopefully another 100 years and beyond.
Absolutely.
So people are welcome to come look around the theater. They're going to have memorabilia set up there from its history. You get to meet many of the volunteers that help make the magic happen. We're going to have performances from Gilbert and Sullivan there.
Nice.
We're going to have a
who's
comic
singing a
act.
Major General? Somebody's got to be singing Major General.
I'm not exactly sure, but I know I'm doing a duet with my wife.
Nice.
And Sonia's daughter is doing a duet with another great actor, Rob Minchell.
Sure.
Yeah, we're performing from Gilbert and Sullivan, both
Nice.
HMS Pinafore and Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, wonderful.
There's going to be a stand-up or stand-up sit-down comedian.
Yeah.
Jim Roberti. Right.
Jim Roberti Jr., and who is a very funny guy.
Yeah.
There's going to be a silent auction throughout the night. People get to bid on. There's over 25 different vendors and businesses that have kindly donated items to this thing. There's going to be people will share stories.
Yeah.
I'm told that Edie Vonnegut, Kurt Vonnegut's niece, will probably make an appearance, I believe, because his birthday is coming up. He's turning 100 in November. God rest his soul.
It's funny because I was in Kurt Vonnegut's house for a party. Oh my God, 20 years ago. And in his house, he has an enclosed spiral staircase. And I looked in the doorway of it. And as you look up, it's the devil grabbing a scantily dressed woman's toe to pull her back down. And I thought, this is so appropriate for him.
Yeah. Kurt was a huge sponsor of the BCC. Yeah. I mean, he just attended many a show. He always wrote the BCC a very nice write-up. In fact, he had wrote a letter which basically gave them carte blanche to do any of his published works that they wanted to. So they didn't have to worry about going through the process of obtaining royalties, etc. He had said, you have this, and this is a lifetime agreement that you are welcome to any of my published material.
Well, that would be wonderful. So is anybody planning to do anything soon?
What in terms of productions?
Yeah, for Kurt Vonnegut, I meant.
Oh, that I'm not 100% sure, but the Play Select, they're very well aware of that.
Yeah.
In the anniversary of his, actually at when he passed away in 2007, they did do a summer production of his works.
Oh, nice.
Local actors did readings, and it was a wonderful, wonderful event.
That's wonderful. So, Sonia, I hear you're doing a little fundraiser for this too, aren't you?
Actually, we're doing a fundraiser for the comedy club. Also, if I could just mention Ron Williams, local performer.
Yeah, I know Ron. Yeah.
Yes, he'll also be performing the night at the.
Oh, he is so wonderful. He is terrific.
He is wonderful.
I love Ron.
So,
what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
We're doing a couple things. So,
what aren't you doing?
well, no, really. So in the fall production is Rock of Ages. So very, very excited about that. Yeah. And prior to, we're actually having Silver Threads. It's a show that Sarah Blathing and Marcia Wittrell and I, with music direction by Bob Wilder, we've done a couple successful runs over the past year and a half or so. And we're coming together for a benefit performance to raise funds to purchase a body mic sound system.
Nice.
It's one of the few theaters in the area that does not have one.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first production that will be for Rock of Ages.
Ah.
But so it's the benefit performance, Silver Threads, will be Monday, September 5th at 7 p.m. It's actually Labor Day night.
Oh, nice.
So I know that that could be a little bit, it's tricky with the holiday. However, what a great way to send off the summer.
Yeah.
And a great way to support the theater. So it's 7 o'clock. Monday, September 5th, and it's $35 general admission, and you can call the theater at 508-362-6333 or go to barnstablecomedyclub.org if you'd like to donate or to reserve tickets. You can call, and we would love to see you there and have the support.
Wonderful.
So
wonderful.
It is a wonderful concert. I saw it twice.
Oh, thanks.
Well, that says something right there, right? Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
you're directing Rock of Ages, correct?
Yes,
And Kevin is in it.
Kevin, yes, I'm so happy. It's actually a family affair
Yeah.
because Kevin and Rachel are both in it. And we also have some local family, the Dexter family. So Morgan, Jeff, and Max are in it as well. My husband's going to be playing one of the keyboards. Daughter Tala is one of the leads. And we also have a lot of local names that are very familiar to people in the community. So we have Sarah Blything, Bo Jacket, Will Moser, Rebecca Riley, Rob Grady, Hope O'Connor.
What part does Bo Jacket play? Does he play the
Bo is playing
guy?
Stacey Jacks.
Yeah.
Stacey Jacks, she's playing the Asian rock star, and Will is Drew, the
Yeah.
barback. Tala is going to be Sherry. Sarah is Justice Charlier, the owner of the Venus Gentlemen's Club.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then Lonnie, our narrator, is Rob Brady, and the owner of the Bourbon Club is Dennis Dupree, is Zach Johnson. So we have a lot of wonderful folks in this cast, and it runs November 3rd through the 20th. And I think it's only the second time it's been put up on the Cape, to be honest with you. And it's really, it's a self-described kick-ass musical, and it's really
it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's more for older teens and up. So I guess people who are listening, if you're thinking of, rock musicals, it's more Rocky
80s.
Horror than it is Mamma Mia.
Right. Yeah. It's 80s music. I mean, it's
80s
wonderful.
music.
It's 80s music. It's wonderful. And as you know, I don't know if Kevin knows, but my grandson last summer on the South Shore at, I can't remember the name of the theater company, but it's a theater company that, they pay their actors and everything. They've cast him as the young lead, the lead with the young girl who's Drew. That's right. He was.
Yeah,
Drew.
I saw on Facebook.
I did see you had posted something like that, and when I saw a picture of him in his getup, I had said, "Wow, he looked amazing."
And he sounded great because I heard the video too.
Well, he did, and because he looked so good, Kevin, they put him on a billboard. That's his big claim to fame.
Oh, wow!
Proud moment.
And they never make it in musical theater, but I got on a billboard.
That's outstanding.
Well, anyway, after seeing that, though, it makes me want to see it again because it was so energetic and it's so much fun.
Whether you're a fan of that music or not, I mean, musical tastes vary from everybody, but I mean, it's catchy, feel-good music. Yeah. And whether you grew up with it or not, it definitely cemented its place in rock and roll lore. Yeah. And it's interesting because there is not a song in this show that you do not hear on the radio today. No. I mean, there are radio stations that are still playing this music. Just yesterday, I heard "Harden My Heart" by Quarterflex. Yeah. Okay. Which is in the show. Yeah. I hear you can. There are at least 3 different radio stations that play "Here I Go Again" by Whitesnake. I mean, and "Don't Stop Believin'" has, I saw this interview with Steve Perry. He was talking with Dan Rather. He cannot believe that "Don't Stop Believin'" has become an anthem to so many causes, so many sporting events. Yeah. And he said, "I am so happy that this song has taken on a life of its own, and it's a featured song in the musical that we're doing."
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, wait till the audience stands up and starts singing. Prepare your actors.
That's exactly. It's so fast paced. We did this about 5 years ago when Kevin was in the cast. But it is so fast paced, and the audience, they really are on their feet the whole time, and they're singing along, and it's so much fun. There's a lot of nod, wink, wink. Yeah. The audience, a lot of breaking that fourth wall. I should also mention Kevin Quill is our musical director. And Elena Novinsky is our choreographer, and nice. We wait to get started. It's just going to be so much fun.
So when are the dates again for it?
So it's November 3rd through the 20th. So it's on the weekends. The first weekend is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the subsequent 2 weekends are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So at night, Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday matinee. And excellent. We are, my personal goal is to sell this thing out before it opens.
Oh, sure.
At the Centennial Celebration, tickets will be on sale for Rock of Ages, as well as at the benefit on September 5th.
And how much are the tickets? For
Rock of Ages, I think they are $30, I think. So I've got to look back at the website because
that's right. $30, $28 for seniors and students. And
I qualify.
There we go. Got my back. Thank you, Kevin. And my bird wants to go. That's
yeah,
that's Bowie, actually.
yeah. But I mean, everybody will enjoy the show. They absolutely everybody. I guarantee everybody who comes and sees it will enjoy it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, what else is going on? So, Kevin, what do you do in real life?
In real life.
Yeah. If you have one.
Well, no, I work as a setup coordinator and a compliance reviewer for a mortgage company. The company I work for is based in Dallas, but the office that I work out of is in Sandwich. I'm a stone's throw from the beach.
Nice.
And that's what I do during the day. And as soon as the lights go off in the office, I'm either headed home briefly or I'm on my way to a theater for rehearsal.
There
And
you go. That's great.
once the restrictions were lifted, I've been very fortunate to perform in some wonderful productions with some amazing theater companies. And this will be my first show back with the BCC since 2019, because 2020 is when COVID pretty much shut everything down.
Yeah. And so, Sonia, what do you do? I know you're more than just, I know you've directed a lot. I know you sing and you do so many things, but I know you have a real life as well.
My real life, yeah, theater could be my real life. I would love it. Actually, I'm a full-time early childhood college professor at Massasoit Community College, and I also teach for Fisher College, and I'm in the middle of my PhD studies at UMass Boston.
That's what I was going to ask about. And what are the PhD studies in? Education?
It's in early childhood education, and my focused area of research is actually trying to marry early childhood with theater and
nice.
anxiety that children have, and trying to get theater into the early childhood curriculum starting in first grade to help children with anxiety.
Sure. Oh, that's wonderful. I will warn you though, don't give your dissertation to your family, because my daughter gave hers was on marketing. My God, I did marketing for 30 some odd years. Hers was on marketing, and to this day I don't understand it. So I'm just saying. And of course, that's the big joke, is you never really read it. I said, well, I read my name where you thanked me, so that was a good thing, right?
I'll do a lot of charts and pictures.
Yeah, there you go. And also don't forget to thank your family.
Always. Can't do it without them. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So what else is coming down the pike for you guys with theater? After this, what's coming up at Barnstable Comedy Club? I know they have a season, don't they?
Yep. Yeah, like I said, usually their season entails with a fall musical, and then they do 3, usually they're non-musicals. Occasionally they'll do a second musical in the winter, early spring slot.
Yeah.
They haven't announced the rest of their season as of yet, because they needed to secure the royalties and the rights to do those productions. But that information is going to be coming out very, very soon.
Oh, excellent.
Actually, I think it might be announced at go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it might be announced at the Centennial.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Great.
Yeah.
Great. So how many people are you expecting to show up to the Centennial? Thousands?
We're hoping at least around 250 or so, but even if
that would be great, yeah.
We're not going to stop, because we're going to have so much, they're local vendors, we're going to have so much food. And again, the silent auction items are fantastic, and there's entertainment on the hour.
Oh, that's nice.
The whole thing, yeah.
Oh, that'll be absolutely wonderful. So Kevin, one more time,
yes.
The date of the big party.
It is August 20th, Saturday, from 5 to 10. Like we
no
said,
charge.
It's no charge at all, but donations are always welcome. Come down, have some good food, have some good cheer, see some really talented people, and get involved with one of the oldest living community theater. I've been involved with this theater since I was 17 years old. That was the first production I ever did there.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great.
Yeah, it's got such a great history. The people are wonderful. They're so welcoming to people. If you ever think of getting involved in theater or volunteering, they welcome you with open arms. And it's just, I'm really excited. I mean, just saying 100 years, I mean, just say it, 100 years. And it's incredible. And just, yeah, come on out and be a part of it. It's going to be a great night.
Become a member.
Yeah, become a member. Yes, absolutely. Membership has its benefits.
That's great. And Sonia, a little bit more about Rock of Ages.
Okay, so again, Rock of Ages, November 3rd through the 20th. A lot of well-known folks that you'll be seeing on stage that people have appreciated watching in other productions. Come and sing and dance and prepare to see a lot of Aquanet and Lycra. All of that. So, you know, it'd be fun, even come dress if you're back from that vintage, if you want to come dressed like the 80s, even better.
There you go. Oh, you should have one night as 80s night and have everybody come, the audience.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
And also that, again, the fundraiser for the sound system, which is so important.
Oh my goodness, how could I forget that? And it's you guys. It's so good. So tell me again.
It's the Lindas. So it's Monday, September 5th, Labor Day night. So nice way to end the summer send off. It's 7 p.m. Tickets are $35, and also donations you can make on the website if you can't come, but you'd like to do that too. So we welcome the support.
Oh,
it's a fantastic concert. Absolutely wonderful concert.
Yeah. Well, it's directed by, music direction by Bob Wilder, and all the musicians are coming together. So also John Connolly, John Dirac, and Mark Bork will also be on stage.
Oh my goodness, how wonderful. Well, all I've heard is how wonderful you guys are. And I saw you at the Broadway Women's thing at Katuitt, the three of you. Did I not? Yeah. Well, what was her name? What was her last name? Oh my God, how soon we forget. She had the blue dress on. She's a Broadway star and she performed at Katuitt.
Oh, Melissa Errico.
Yes.
Oh,
Melissa
yeah.
Errico. Yes.
She was lovely. She was wonderful.
Yeah, no, she was wonderful. But I sat next to you guys and I thought, really, you guys could have done the same thing. No offense to her, but it's true.
We've kind of become inseparable. If you check our Facebook pages at all, we're always together now.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's, and that's the other thing that it's funny because there was a time that it was actually very difficult for me, and I'm glad that I shook out of that when I did. I love going to other theaters and supporting my fellow actors, or just theater in general. I have a real good time.
Sure.
And I try to get out there as much as I can. Once they start passing the law, you can clone human beings. They need to clone me because I can't be everywhere that I would like to, but I certainly try to get out there and support as many people who have been gracious enough to support me and stuff that I have done over the last, I don't know how many years.
And Melinda, and Kevin, too, it's a family. It's a theater family. I mean, Kevin's part of a group. We, just go to breakfast all the time.
Yeah.
It's more than a second family, really for me. They're wonderful people. You make the best friendships in theater. And everybody always says, oh, you'll like working with this person. And, the theater here on Cape Cod is very welcoming. They encourage, new talent. They embrace people who have supported them. Just everything about it. I'm so glad that it's a part of my life. I don't know what I would do without it.
And Melinda, you're such a talented director and improv and everything too. So.
Well, my problem has been this summer has put me under a little bit with my knee replacement and my new bionic knee. We're getting there. I did go to the one concert at Katuitt. I haven't been really to anything else except that, and it was very funny because I went with a friend who kept saying to me, "Are you sure you shouldn't have your cane? We're in a group. There's a crowd of people." And I said, no, I'll be fine. But I had to leave early because it began to hurt. And I didn't want to be moaning and groaning. So I got out.
The last thing you want to do is be sitting in a theater in unbelievable pain, because then you wouldn't enjoy yourself.
That's it. So at the end, she was finished, basically. I knew she was going to do probably 42 encores. You could just tell she loved that audience. And so I scooted out, but she was wonderful. And I'm just sorry I haven't been able to get to see so much terrific theater this year on the Cape. But my time's coming in the fall and next year. So I'm excited about that. So
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages. Yeah, I got to come see it now,
Bring your grandson.
Who's playing Drew again? You told me.
Will Moser.
Will, of course. That'll be, and he's got a great voice too. Will does.
Yes, he's fantastic.
What an amazing actor.
He brings all the energy, which is great.
Now, where's he going to school, or is he? High school, right?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I know that this summer and locally, he is he's a pirate. He's a big pirate ship. So I think he acts just year round.
Yeah, is that right? Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Good for him. Well, anyway, I just want to thank you both. It's been delightful, delightful, delightful talking to you.
Thank you for
And
having us.
this will hopefully sell some tickets. And if people, a lot of people, this gets picked up all over the Cape. So hopefully the folks in the Mid Cape and the Upper Cape will see this, and the Lower Cape, and say, oh my God, I've got to get there. So one more time about that special centennial celebration is August 20th, correct?
August 20th. It's at the Barnstable Comedy Club, which is right in historic 6A, Barnstable Village, right
free.
across from the Barnstable Tuscan Cuisine restaurant, right next to the Barnstable County Courthouse. There's plenty of parking in the theater, and then also in the back where the court parking lot and the Registry of Deeds parking lot is. So don't feel that, okay, I can't get a parking space on 6A, I can't come to this thing. No, there'll be plenty of parking.
Right.
And plenty of food, plenty of entertainment, lots of local community theater involvement from businesses who have donated items for the silent auction, and just a real group of people, real great group of people.
And then after that, we go to November 3rd with the opening of Rock of Ages.
Right. And before that, on September 5th, the Silver Threads benefit.
Oh my God, how could I forget Silver Threads on September 5th?
Well,
So we've got the centennial celebration on the 20th, September 5th, Silver Threads, a benefit concert, $35 a ticket. Get there because they're fabulous. And then November 3rd, we start with Rock of Ages.
Absolutely.
And if you want more deep, and if you're a surfer on the internet, barnstablecomedyclub.org, just how it sounds.
All righty. All right, we'll make sure we get that up and the telephone number for sure.
Well, I'm glad you said .org, because all this time I thought it was .com. Now I think I need to change my.
Oh, you find it. They're nonprofit org.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, but nonprofit and tax exempt since 1975.
There you go. Oh my God, you've got all the history.
Oh.
Well, it helps that my wife is the historian.
There you go. This is true.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, I just again want to thank you. You guys were terrific. And hopefully I will get to some of this, if not all of it. And I'm looking forward to it. Barnstable Comedy Club is definitely a very special place for the Cape, on the Cape, and a special place to go. And it means so much to so many people. So I'm just thrilled that you all are taking the reins here and moving forward. It's great.
Thanks so much, Melinda.
All right. Good to see you.
You too.
You too.
Wow. Kevin Kenneally and Sonia Schonning, the director. Kevin Kenneally, who is doing the Master of Ceremonies for their big celebration, August 20th. It's free from 5 to 10 p.m. And it's at the Barnstable Comedy Club on 6A in Barnstable Village. Oh my gosh, you should go just to see the building. It's just fantastic. And then November 3rd is Rock of Ages, a whole new production of this fabulous musical with great actors. You're going to have so much fun, and you'll be singing the songs of the 80s. Trust me, I know. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time on another Cape Conversation.